Hi, and thanks so much for joining us today to learn more about our accounting program. My name is Todd Rich, and I'm a program manager here in the School of Continuing Studies, and I'll be sharing more about our program today. So today we're going to talk about two programs, the Postgraduate Certificate in Accounting and the Postgraduate Certificate in Advanced Accounting. Both these programs are offered online and in person, and I'll talk more about that later in the session. So why should you choose our program here at York? There are lots of great reasons, but I've listed 4 here today, which I'll talk about briefly. So the biggest thing is the fact that we have 2 delivery formats, which means that you as a student can choose the one that best fits for you. We offer an online program and we offer an in-person program. So depending if you're balancing life and work and family, you can figure out how to best balance the work and those other commitments to find the program that's right for you. So having that flexibility is really important. Our programs are also offered in a condensed format, which means they're fairly accelerated, which is good for you as a student because that allows you to finish the program more quickly and move on to either your next program if it's the advanced program, or if it's a job, whatever the case may be. Our goal is to help you be successful and move to the next thing in your life. All the courses are approved by CPA, which is great. It just allows you to pursue the designation and know that the course you take with us will prepare you for the PEP modules in your exam, but also it meets the requirements for their designation. The other really interesting thing about our program is it's cohort based. And what we mean by that is that students are able to complete the program as a group. So the same students in course 1 or the same students in course 2 and course 3 and on. And really that's beneficial for you because it allows you to develop relationships for professional connections, support network, study groups, all those kinds of things allow you to be successful because in this program, you're not just learning from the instructor, but you're learning from your peers as well. So having that support network is really very beneficial. And who are our students? So pretty much every single student is a university grad or has a 3-year college diploma. Students come from different sort of backgrounds in terms of they're new to the field. Some people are changing careers, some people upgrading their knowledge, and some people are just really trying to fulfill that CPA designation to become a CPA. If you're doing the certificate in accounting, then obviously you don't need to have any experience in accounting, or you have limited experience is fine. That's sort of who that group is designed for. And if you have some experience, then people in the advanced certificate have at least the Prereqs, which I'll talk about shortly, but those people will have a little more experience in accounting and a bit more background in accounting. Some may have also worked in accounting, so they'll have that, which is fantastic and adds to the classroom experience. So here's quickly just a list of all the courses in the accounting certificate. I won't go into the details of each course. You can certainly go to our website and learn more about that. But I'll just highlight a couple of things. One is there are 8 courses in the accounting certificate. The first 6 that are listed are actually part of the CPA designation. The 7th and 8th course, which are listed in red, are actually not part of CPA, but we feel actually maybe even more important. So I've learned recently that a lot of people who apply for accounting jobs, they're not even going to ask you any accounting questions because they're going to assume that you've completed a program and you have a certain level of knowledge in accounting. What separates students in terms of jobs and being successful in a job, even getting the job, is the soft skills, some of those cross-functional skills we call it, in things like communication, leadership, teamwork, problem solving, emotional intelligence. And those are the things that we try and deliver throughout all the courses, but specifically in that business communication course. And then the last course is a capstone, which just allows you to kind of connect the dots to see how all the programs fit together. And that's really very case study based. I've listed here the 4 prerequisites. So if you're thinking about doing the advanced certificate, you need to take these 4 courses before you start the program. So they're listed as Fundamentals of Financial Accounting, Intro to Managerial Accounting, Economics, and Statistics. And here's the list of courses in the Advanced Accounting Certificate, you can see it's much more high-level accounting, from taxation to auditing to advanced accounting, intermediate financial accounting. So very, very specific to accounting. And obviously you have to have a real interest in accounting and take those prerequisites to be successful. Here's just a quick sample of the schedule. So you can see that here you're taking 2 courses at a time if you're doing the full-time in-person program. You can see on Monday and Wednesday you're taking fundamentals of financial accounting, and on Tuesday and Thursday you're taking economics. And the way the program is designed, it actually will be the same format for the entire duration. So you're taking courses in blocks of 2. When students get assigned to a time slot, in this case it says 8:30 to 11:30, that's the same time slot you'll be in the entire program. So you can plan accordingly for sort of a job if that's what you have, or daycare or other commitments. You can sort of plan accordingly, knowing that's the same schedule throughout the entire duration of the program. We also have the room the same, so that makes just things a bit easier for you. You can see that there's no class on Friday, so you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off for studying, enjoying Toronto, family, friends, all that good stuff. Here's just a sample of the online program. You can see it's sort of built where there's more flexibility, and when you do the work each week is really up to you. So there are assigned tasks and things that have deadlines, but you may start something on Sunday and then do a little bit on Monday and work on Tuesday and Wednesday. Maybe take Thursday off because you've got some other activity or daycare that you have to look after. And then Friday and Saturday, you're also doing work. So again, you can see that they're in smaller chunks as compared to the in-person program. And one thing I'll mention about the online is you take 1 course at a time, where before with the in-person, you're taking 2 courses. So here's just a little comparison of the 2 programs, which may again help people if they're not sure which one is a better fit. Obviously, online is built for people who are usually working professionals and balancing life and work and those kinds of things. But in either case, both are instructor facilitated, which means they're not self-directed. You're not on your own trying to work through the material. There's an instructor who is there throughout the entire course, helping you through that. So if it's in person, they're obviously with you in class, and if it's online, they're online every day as well to be available to you to answer questions, help ask probing questions, to delve deeper into the topics in the discussion boards, etc. The amount of time is a little different because obviously in person is 2 courses at a time and online is 1. But you can see that the online is about 8 to 10 hours of effort, and that's textbook readings and activities and practicing and participating in discussion boards. And the in-person is 12 hours of in-class instruction, and on top of that, you have to think about textbook readings, assignments, group projects, and all that good stuff. The in-person I mentioned is 2 courses at a time, online is 1. The in-person is 8 months to complete, and the online is 1.5 years. So a bit longer to do the online, but again, you have more flexibility because it's 1 course at a time and easier to manage. Both programs will have assignments and activities and things, and they are graded, so keep that in mind. And the in-person courses are, a bit larger than the online, so just keep that in mind if that's something you need to think about. In terms of the actual application process for the full-time programs, there is an application, and you can sort of find that online at our website. There is a requirement. It's a university degree or a 3-year college diploma. For international students, it's an IELTS score of at least a 6.0. It is a competitive process, so a lot of times students will have more than a 6.0 and they'll have strong GPA, so just think of that as you plan to apply. And if you're doing the advanced program, as I mentioned, you do have to worry about the 4 prereqs: Intro to Financial Accounting, Intro to Managerial Accounting, Economics, and Statistics. If you're doing the online certificate, there is no application for the foundation program, which is the accounting certificate. It's just direct enrollment. And if you're doing the advanced program, then there isn't an application, just because we need to check to make sure you've met those 4 prerequisites. If you plan to pursue your CPA designation, then there is a process for that, and I'll just sort of walk you through it very quickly. The first arrow points to our accounting certificate. The second option, the second arrow points to our advanced accounting certificate. After you completed both of those, then you move on to the CPA PEP modules and the CPA Common Exam, which does take a bit of effort and time to get through. But once you've done those two things, then you actually become a CPA, and then the balloons and the parties and all that good stuff happens. You certainly will have earned it by the time you get there. It is a fairly fairly large undertaking to get your CPA, but certainly well worth it once you get to the end. Part of the requirement also requires you to work as well. So again, you should talk to a CPA representative about those details, because I find they can best answer those questions. I don't want to give you the wrong information. And I'll just sort of end it here by showing you the people you can contact if you have more questions. So we have an advisor, so you can certainly email that person. We have a registration coordinator. If you've already applied and you've got questions around your application or on payments or transfer credits, they can help with that. There's a phone number there. You can come to campus. You're always welcome. Probably best to make an appointment just to make sure the right person is here to speak with you. But lots of ways to connect with us. And I encourage you, if you have more specific questions, to reach out and ask. And the purpose really of this session was just to give you a quick overview. So if you have specific questions around content or about transfer credits, I really encourage you to sort of speak to us, and we can answer all your questions. Anyway, that was a quick little summary of about our program. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you might consider our program to study in the future. Have a good day, and I hope to see you guys in class soon. Thanks.